like it's going to be a good day today, at least in terms of the weather. But it's been a while since I've even played Derail Valley. Well, I've gotten back into it. What's up, guys? Shadow Steel here, and welcome back to another episode of Derail Valley. So our train's over there. While off camera, at least in the short time that I've started playing the game again, I just actually launched it not too long ago as of recording, but yeah, we are going to be, I serviced the locomotive, I uncoupled from our scrap train, and we're going to be taking some cars up to the harbor where we can do some switching. And maybe even get a better job. So, this looks like it's going to be good. Alright, let's go. Woo! Alright, let's go. We'll also probably head out to the store and grab a few things, honestly, so. But yeah, since the last video, over 2 months ago, they added a few things, such as climbing ladders. So, we got that going for us, which is actually kind of nice. But yeah. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Ah! What the hell? Okay, there we go. Now we're able to run. Alright, let's go. Gonna get moving here. Oh, we don't need the lights on like that just yet. Okay, we can turn that off as well. Yeah, they've updated the game a few times since I last played, so we are on the move. Let's go. Hopefully this train has enough huevos to actually, the locomotive itself has enough huevos to get this whole thing up the hill. That is the job of taking, right? Yes. Alright, good. I was making sure I took the right job rather than just pulling a cart out. Yeah, that's the right job. Alright, let's go. Oh, I need to make sure that the switches are lined for us here. Yeah, they're good. We're good. If push comes to shove, we'll grab a couple of the DE2s back there, so we should be good. Whee! We're gonna go through the yard here. I'm gonna make sure that we are clear of the yard and like switch a couple of the switches here so we don't like run off. Alright, keep moving. A little bit faster. Well, it's going to be heavy, so we might need to think of another alternative route if we need to, but I don't think we'll be that bad off. At least not as of yet, so we're clear. Clear that switch. And clear that switch. Got it. We're good. Alright, now we're climbing the hill here. This is the hill. Get back in the cab here. And we can turn off those strobes. It's gonna be hell on earth, honestly. Yeah, we're already about reaching 90 degrees on the temperature gauge there. And we're just starting to get moving here, so we might need help. 700-ton train. Well, 800-ton, but still. Yeah, I'm well aware. We're fine. We're fine. It's fine. This is where we climb the hill. A strong hill up here, but we'll see if we can make it. If we hit it with enough speed, we might be able to push up the hill, so. Maybe? Maybe? Well, we're going to stall in the valley here. Well, fair enough. Come on, boy, come on. You can do it. It's just struggling. It's making its way up there, but it's going to be tough. 700 tons. We're really pushing it here because this is a 1.3% grade here. We're at 100% on the temperature gauge there. And we've got quite a ways before we actually reach the top here, if I'm not mistaken. I think right at the switch here is the top of the grade. Yeah, that's the top of the switch here. So we're gonna have to switch on here. So, all right. See if we even make it. Honestly, I don't know if we're gonna make it. This is gonna be hell on earth, kind of like it is outside right now. Oh, here we are. We are still struggling, but we're making it. All right, looks good so far. Yeah. Alright, we're good. We're making it up the hill. With this train and everything, we're kind of like pushing it. We're notch 6. If we need to notch up a little bit more, we can do it. But it looks like we'll be fine. We're going about... Yeah, we're picking up speed again. Good. Good. I guess the grade's leveling out here. Which means that once we get on the downhill, that's going to be tough for the dynamics to take on. Alright. Yeah, we made it up the hill, so we can get airflow and everything on the locomotive here and get this thing cooled off. There's a switch further up the line that we need to flip because we came off the central, whatever line that it was up there. I'm gonna flip this switch here. Oh, it's already flipped. What the hell? Where did it come from then? I thought we came from this track. What the hell? Oh, I must have flipped it when we went past it earlier. It's been so freaking long since I've played this game, so I don't even know what I've done, so... There we go. Come on, boy. Come on. You can do it. He's definitely making it. He's definitely up to 20 kilometers per hour, so that's good. I like how the grades are in percentages, but the speed is in kilometers. That's very interesting to me. Because usually the percentage grades are usually an American thing, but kilometers per hour is usually a European thing. So I'm not sure if that's different in different countries, but I know that Europe uses the one in one grade type stuff, where it's like not even like, it's kind of weird. Damn it. Ugh, I hate the weather. It's like blistering hot outside. I'm sweating like a pig. I might turn on my fan that's sitting right next to me just to get some airflow here. Actually, you know what? With this, I can keep it from... There we go. Alright. Hopefully that gets me some airflow here so I can actually actually not sweat. Oh, wait. The V does not do anything. Only at 25. Let's go notch up a little bit more. Okay, the notch 7 is the maximum notch here on this locomotive, eh? Alright. Yes, I am well aware. Shut up. We're fine. Woo. I didn't even check on where we're supposed to go anyway with this thing. His job here. Hold on. So, job. There we go. Harbortown. E8 inbound, eh? Can you cool off there a little bit, sir? Jesus. No, wait. There we go. Now we're on the right track. That's why we... Okay. I see now what happened. Interesting. Alright. Now that we're on the main track here, we don't even need to worry too much about what's going on here. Can you... Jesus Christ, it will not cool off. Weird. Whatever. You would think that a locomotive at that, like, running at it would keep itself cool while running on high notches, but oh well. 80 kilometers per hour? Traveling at about 47, so we're good. Alright, we're picking up speed. Ah. we at on the map here? It's going to be a bit, because we're right there. And you go all the way to the harbor, which is over there. Could have done the southern route, maybe. Either way, we're going to be going through mountain territory anyway, so it doesn't matter. And besides, City South doesn't really have any jobs for us, I mean, usually for the harbor anyway, so it's not worth anything, so. Cooling off here, and we are at a little over 50 kilometers there. Nice. Rock. Freight car. All right, here we go. Gotta admit, there's been a lot of updates to this game that is going to be interesting to play around with since I last played. I have been playing this game off camera for a bit, so it's one. I do play games while I'm off camera, and Derail Valley was no exception for a long time. But you guys have definitely been interested in games like a lot of my audience on this channel seems to enjoy more of the more of the Railroads Online content than they do of, well, anything else that I play. But needless to say, I personally enjoy playing these games. This is not a job for me, so it's like I'll play what I want. If you guys want to watch it, that's fine. Like I'm just having fun just playing these games. We are at 60 kilometers per hour, essentially. What just happened? I think slowed down a little bit. Weird. Whatever. Oh, I think. Yeah, we're kind of close to the equilibrium there, on the or whatever it is, the RPM gauge. Yeah, it's kind of matched up there a little bit, not by much. 56. We kind of increase throttle here. Trying to make sure we can keep speed up as we get down here. Faster. I do like the fact that it's been a nice sunny day. I thought it was going to be a lot more cloudy and drizzly out here, but nope, we're good. Swing around the corner here at high speed. We're going 60 kilometers an hour. The speed limit's 70. If I derail, I derail. I've derailed once in this game. The entire time I've been playing it lately. On my channel, anyway. I've derailed once. Which is really impressive, and it was only with the goose. One of the weirdest freaking... granted, I was not expecting a 20 kilometer curve as I went around the Y. I was not aware of that. So when I hit that, I'm like, oh, Jesus. I just jumped off there. I'm actually surprised that the train stayed hooked together, too, which is kind of fun. Make things a little easier for me. Okay, we're going 60 kilometers here, and we are at 60 kilometers. Wow. Not that slow. There we go. You can see the speed camera coming up here. Oh, what? Oh, this is not going to be good. If I'm not paying attention here, there's a 40 kilometer coming up here, too. Yeah, turn it off. Apply train brake. Oh, God. Oh, 60. A little bit more in the engine brake, or train brake there. Trying to reduce our speed a little bit so we don't fly off. There's a 40 kilometer limit right after this tunnel. And we're traveling well over that. Slam it on. Yeah, there it is. Alright, release. Let the brakes kick on. Put on the dynamics. There we go. Now we're good. That's just brilliant. I've managed to fly across that like just before I hit the 40. I think I was like a few kilometers per hour over 40 kilometers when I hit that curve. Just a few, not by much, but enough where we were like going to jump the tracks if we didn't pay attention. 37. Drop the dynamics just a tad. There's quite a bit here. All right, we're through that part. So I think there's another 40-kilometer limit somewhere up ahead here. We're not exactly sure. Oh, God. Whoops, shit. Good. 37. Or 35, rather, kilometers per hour. We can drop it a little bit further, actually. I slammed the brakes on, not expecting to kind of slow down that quick, but whatever. Just plug it. Here we go. Okay, 50 kilometers. That's good. Okay, we're picking up speed again. Oh, right. The 40 kilometer I'm thinking of is right at the Y just up ahead here. There's another Y right before the harbor. Right there. And from what I think that's a 40. There's actually quite a few 40s on that section there. Good there. All right. What's that? Yeah, it's 60. That's what I thought. I didn't think it was a 40. Maybe a bit here. Turn that a little bit further down so I can get some more speed. I think I might get the time bonus out of this job, honestly, if I'm working it correctly. One of these days, I need to actually get a pocket watch and actually check on that. Oh, they're starting to pick up speed here. Put in dynamics a little bit more. There's our 40. There's our 40. Let's keep an eye on that. There goes the dynamics on again. Seems to be on and off a little bit, which is weird. Might need to work on that. Swing around the corner here. Alright, so we should be good there. So now, the next bit, way over here, this is where I need to make sure that the switches are aligned for us again, because I think we've switched the tracks a little bit the other way around here. Oh, we slowed down even more. Hold on. There we go. Okay, we're aligned for the right track here. Good. Blah. We need to, not go into space. We're picking up speed again. Jesus Christ. Alright, notch up. That's 70 kilometer limit that leads directly into a 40. Which is hilarious. Oh God. We're gonna have a lot of speed there. Okay, hang on. I think we're going down great here, boys. Alright, we're gonna need to put... Yeah, I'm well aware I'm putting on train brakes now. I know we're gonna be the dynamics are not holding us, which is kind of what I expected once we got on the hill. Alright, reduce the reverser here. Or the dynamics there, so we can have kind of a mix of the two. Technically, on I think it's on when you're driving most locomotive. Like I think it's when you actually operate these locomotives, like actual locomotives. You're supposed to have dynamics and air on at the same time, or something like that. That way, you're not like completely at the mercy of one brake or the other. I think it's a safety measure there. Okay, putting it down a bit. There's the harbor. Alright, release the brakes, let that charge a bit. And we're gonna go straight back down. Woo! Jesus H. Christ. I'll make sure that well, actually, the whole thing's about 40, so I'll just maintain 40. We need to go to E8, right? Yep, E8. Hit the speed again, pick on the brakes again, put the dynamics up. A little bit more. There we go. There we go. We're just kind of fiddling with the brakes here at this point, just going downhill. 42? 41? Alright, release a little bit more. And we're near the base of the grades. Well, we've made it with this heavy train. Which is nice. It's definitely heavy metal havoc, isn't it? Bap! Now flying around the corner here. We're going 45. There we go. Oh, what's the switch lined up for there? Okay, we're lined in. Correct. Correct! And we're out. Thank fucking Christ. Jesus. That was the most absurd... That was the most absurd thing I've ever done here. Alright, release the brakes, get over here. Just let her just run down the hill at high speed. We're at a point now where we don't need to worry about it too much. That's correct. That line is correct. That is not correct. We need to go to E yard, which is right down here. I think it's E8 inbound, which is over here. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, we're already lined for it. What the hell? Well, that's nice. Ah! Track. Get some speed up so we can get the train moving again. Speed up. We can go a little faster than 30, I bet. Oh, we have a bell, right? I do not want to use the bell. I forgot. I forgot the bell is a piece of shit. I'll use the strobes instead. Faster! Let's slam the brakes. Let's slam the throttle in forward. What? That's not how that works. Alright, let's shut her down. And we will get the locomotive in the yard. Wow, we actually had quite a big train anyway. It wouldn't have fit in any other yard, I don't think. Alright, well, we made it. That's fun. How long did we record for? That whole trip took about 20 minutes? Yeesh, that's interesting. Yeah, we're bound for E8, boys. There it is, E8. Got a lot of stuff to deliver out here. Interesting. I wonder where it's all going. Another inbound train there. Let's see what you can do. Something for the forest machinery. The forest machinery, which can go to the forest, and we can pick up some logs at the sawmill and everything like that. Logs at sawmill. It's the wrong thing. Logs at the logging camp to the sawmill. Start applying brakes as we come to the end of the yard. Easy. Come on. You slam on the brakes or something? What's going on here? There we go. Handbrakes. There's the train brake. We're good. Get moving there. Did I forget the slug? I don't know if I did. I know where the slug's at, so we could probably do that. It would actually require me to leave the yard limits, but oh, we'll see. We'll get around here. That's outbound, okay. Alright, we're out. Let's switch back there. Working through it again. And one way brakes. Slam the independent. Hit that independent! Here we go. Get moving. Make sure we're not lined in the... Yeah, we're good. We're good through the center here. Let me see here. Is that actually filled with cargo? Yeah, it is. Would you look at that? So these are shunt unload. All right, that's going to be fun. Heavy metal. Heavy metal and fuel oil, by the looks of it. It's going to be interesting. I do wonder what's at the military base, though. It's going to fly it through the yard. It's fine. It is fine. Alright, let's diet. And right through the yard here. Thank you very much. And slightly independent. Pew! I'll just let it go. Just let it go, boys. Let it fly. Right there. 25 minutes out of 40? Really? It was going to take 40 minutes to do that. Wow. Okay. Well, I got a bonus there. All right. I think it's because I don't have as much in the way of licenses there. Okay, so that's going to machine factory. That's going to food factory. This is the unload that we just dropped off. Oh, $21, eh? So that's just as much as what we were picking up there. Okay, cool. Another shunting job to the goods factory. Interesting. This is for harbor. Wait, that's unload? Okay, cool. Put that over there for now. Actually, no, wait. I'll just put it over here, because that could be useful. That's for coal mine east. Coal mine east. Okay, we'll put that over there. This is for the coal power plant. Okay, put it over here. Just gonna do some organization here, guys. Hold on. This is the one we were looking for because I really wanted to see what this was. All right, so that's the one we're gonna take as well. So unload there. Harbor Town. That's an unload job. Put this over here. Bonk. All right, and then let's see. We have a machine factory job, which is right there. This is the City West job. Ah, classic. Actually, might give me a lot of fuel. Well, that might give me a lot of money there. I'll take that job too. All right, so we'll put that over there for now. That's steel mill, harbor to the steel mill. So that's, what is that? Tools, by the looks of it. Yep. And for the sawmill, we'll leave that there for that. Come on. There you go. Yeah, that's that. So this is sawmill job. More sawdust. Whoop. This is for the harbor. That's actually quite a bit of money for that short of a train. Alright, we'll take that too. That's for food factory again. So that's going over for there. This is for the forest. That's the one we just saw when we were in the E yard there. So we'll put that there. It's for goods factory. Which, logistical hall's not bad because they actually lead to shunting jobs usually. So I'll leave that there for now. It's for sawmill as well. And this is for the steel mill. Didn't we have a steel mill job in here somewhere? Yeah, there it is. Right there. Bonk. And that's it. That's all the jobs organized here. At least the ones that we don't want to take. And then these guys over here, these are for the harbor unloads. I think almost all the jobs are mostly unload jobs. We won't have to worry too much about loading jobs here. So, there we go. All right, there we go. Now, where's my locomotive? It ran off. There he is. Right in the middle of the Y, actually. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the store real quick. I want to see what's over there. Because there's a few things that they added with the store with the last couple of updates, so I want to see what they got. I mean, granted, I know what they have on some parts, but, you know. Hello! Yeah, there's the signs. That's one of the things I wanted to try and get. Ah, suitcases. That could be good for my jobs. I'll store those in there. Duct tape. Key, which we already have, right? Yeah, we do. Alright, my money here. we can actually buy more EOT lanterns, which is nice. The shovel. What's that? That's the brake checks. Okay. Oh! One of the things I was expecting to see here is not here. Okay. I bet they're at another location here, honestly. Gotta admit. But we will get a briefcase. That. One briefcase should do it. And I think we need to go to the goods factory, actually, as well, to actually get the rest of this stuff. So we might need to go over there. Boop. It's $3,000 for that, eh? Inflation is crazy. Boop. Alright. Didn't make too much out of that, but okay. Alright, here we go. Briefcase. Thank you very much. Could use that for once. Look around here, see what else we can do. I don't think we need much out of this place. Whoops. Where are we going? Where are we going? What we got? Nope, 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 nope. Alright, here we are. We have 2 unloading jobs we can do right off the bat. Let's see here. Alright, well, wait. What do we have in terms of power, too? That's gonna be a big pain in the butt if we don't have enough power to get the train out of here anyway. We got a bunch of DH4s here. Holy crap, we might use those. Do I have the multiple unit license, actually, now that I think about it? Should check on that. License. Multiple unit. I do not have multiple unit. Do I? It's 30,000 for it. Okay. Alright. Well, we can pay that. It'll be useful if we need it, so we'll do that. Thank you very much. And paid. We got a new license, boys. Brand new license. I'm going to put this in the tool shed again. Put it in the crate. There you go. What was that again? Oh, yeah, that's the just analog control, I think it is. Yeah. Alright, what do we have in our inventory again? Oh, we have the dispatcher map. Yeah, that's right. Did I ever get the dispatcher license either? Jesus Christ. I don't know what I've got on hand. Alright. Okay, so we know where 2 of the jobs are in terms of our in terms of what we're doing. So let's see here. So these are our 2 unload jobs, which is good. And then I'm gonna guess that the other one, okay, we need to figure out where this freight haul is. It is number 56, eh? All right, freight haul number 56. Where the frick are you? Let me check D yard first because it could be in there. Bah. No, it's not in D yard. That's interesting. There's that. Let's check G yard. The fog is rolling in, which is nice. Did I pass G yard? Yeah, I did. Oh, that's one of our unload jobs here. Okay. So it's an E yard? Really? It's an E yard? The one we just dropped off our cars at? Weird. Where would it be then? It said 56, right? That's shunt unload, so that's not our job. Oh, is it the train next to us here? The train that we were just next to? No, not that one. There it is. I see it. Right here. Bonk. Yep, that's 56. That's right there. Got it. I'm going to need to make sure we know the weight of that train so we can actually get up the hill again. Because we were running notch 8 the entire way. Let's see. What do we got in terms of weight? So a bit less in terms of weight, but we know that the last train, the scrap train, was kind of struggling on that hill. And the grade out of the the harbor is pretty steep, so I am probably going to need 2 DH4s for that run. So that's going to be fun. What else we got here? We got 2... we got a couple unload jobs here, so that's got 3 drop-off points. Okay. And you've got 3 drop-off points. Not too bad. And you have 2 drop-off points. What? Really? Okay. Cool. That's going to be a simpler job there. So I'm assuming this is dropped off at D yard, and then the other 2 are dropped off at C yard. We'll see. Okay. Well, in the context of this video, it's going to be interesting. Ah, crap. There we go. Alright. How are we doing here? Well, first of all, we need to get you turned around on the turntable there, because that's going to be easier than going around the Y here. Oh, I didn't check the military base. I haven't checked that yet. There might be some jobs that are actually worth it. A little bit more in the military base. Usually the military base is quite profitable, to say the least. We've got plenty of fuel, so we don't need to service it. Alright, we're going to go around here, and we're going to go straight through. Line switch there. Fog is definitely rolled in here, so... right around through here, and I'm going to stop shy of the yard lead there. Whoops. Get out of the cab. Or the body of the train here. Alright, here we are. Indy. There we go. Brakes on there, buddy. Train does not like to stop. That is interesting. Now, what do we have here in terms of our jobs here? We have military helicopters, which are $80,000 there. We have an unload for, what is it, military supplies? Ammunition. Interesting. And that's it? That's it? Huh. Okay. Weird. Am I missing something? Is there something just sitting at the military base? Is that why I'm not getting jobs from the military base there? Hang on. Get up there. I wonder if I left my caboose up there. I did. That is why it's not giving me jobs for the military base. I left my caboose up there. Well, we'll fix that. Because we need the caboose anyway, so. Let's go back to the main yard here. Woo. Radio out. For train. Caboose red. Yep, there we go. There you go. Nice and ready. Woo. Okay. Wow. We got the EOT lantern just sitting there. Nice. Anything in here that needs to be taken care of? Nope. Okay, we're good. I eventually need to put lights in here or something. It's very dark in here on occasion. Oh, that's right. They got rid of the electronics there. We can't even charge anything there. But we'll fix that. I got plenty of plans for that. There we go. Boink. Alright, so it looks like in terms of our jobs here, we are not going to be able to do much here. We do have a steam locomotive we could use for once. That might be fun. With explosives too? That might be fun. But actually, now that I think about it, let me double check on the ammunition there for the shunting there, because that might actually be worth some money here. 18,000? Not too bad. It's got 2 drop-offs, so it wouldn't be ideal, but it's definitely something. Something to consider there. Alright. I like doing that. That's a nice little buzzing sound, honestly, gotta admit. It's only been 40 minutes since I started recording. Interesting. Alright, well, no matter. It's going to take, like, more time to do the switching moves, and it is going to be to record the whole thing, so... And just organizing things here is going to be... well, not ideal, but, you know... Well, I guess I'll end it here, because... It's, like I said, it's going to take a lot more time to do the switching than it is going to be to take the train up the hill. So, like and comment down below, subscribe if you guys want more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.